Hey, it's Gary Wright, and you're listening to a bit that I made famous. It's Dreamweaver on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Aunt used to pick up a little CB horse.
This was...
Come on, man.
Remember the big CB radio craze? I was like in my early teens, and it was a way to get girls, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, breaker 19.
Go ahead, good buddy.
Yeah, breaker for a radio check.
You're coming in 4x4, good buddy.
Thank you. And then you're sitting there like, yeah, what else can I say?
Come back.
I'm 10, 10, 10, 8 on the side waiting for you, good buddy. There.
Because I didn't drive, so what was the use? You're just sitting in there. It can't be like, you know.
I'm double nickels all the way. Looking out for the Smokies. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We got some pretty seat covers here today. Down the old blacktop. Keep her between the ditches. Good buddy.
Yeah, well, all right. I did that. What else can I say? I'm just on the CB. Oh. I gotta explain this. This just never... Explaining never works on this show, does it? I was living in California at the time, and I was very equestrian. I had a horse. And I used to ride, and my handle, because I ran a rent string. This guy knew how to rent string, so you used to take these Marines from Camp Pendleton that wanted to be a cowboy for the weekend and guide them up in the hill. So I was like the guide. And I take them up there and then go down, back down the hill and get the next batch and bring them up. And so I was the wrangler with you.
Hey, good buddy. You got the wrangler. Good buddy.
The butt wrangler.
Shut up! What was your handle?
Diamond Dust.
Diamond Dust? Fag!
That's worse than...
What's Diamond Dust?
That's worse than butt wrangler?
It wasn't butt wrangler, it was the wrangler. Because a wrangler was a guy on a horse that got together the livestock. Diamond Dust?
I don't know.
Hey, you got the Diamond Dust. Hello, Diamond Dust. Butt plug, you out there? Good buddy.
Go ahead with your little cute story.
What?
Got your ears on?
This here's a rubber duck.
The rubber duck, would you?
Big fan, come on.
You shake the trees, I'll rake the leaves, good buddy.
Big fan for sure, for sure.
Oh,
By
God.
golly, it's clean, clear to Flagtown. Yeah, the Big Ten floor there,
shut this
Big Ten.
off.
Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good
Yeah.
buddy. Mercy sakes alive.
We got us a
We
convoy.
got us a convoy.
I was a kid looking for chicks.
Were you in a roller skate?
Hey, there's a chick in a roller skate. Uh-oh.
All right.
Hey, take her down to Double Nickels up by the interstate, good buddy. We got a Kojak with a Kodak. Good buddy, taking pictures, giving away invitations. Be back. I gotta go 10-100.
Yeah. Did you see any Tijuana taxis out there?
We got us a Tijuana taxi. Whoa, I just got passed by a crazy man on a crotch rocket. You better watch out for the Smokies.
Come on, everybody.
All right. All right.
Meet you up at the choking puke.
All right, the Wrangler. Well, explain the rest of your story.
So then there was this girl that I used to communicate with on the Citizens Band.
Yeah.
And her handle was Dreamweaver. You dick. Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver, this is the Wrangler. You got your ears on?
And she sounded hot.
Yeah.
So I invited her down to ride horses.
The key, ladies and gentlemen, she sounded hot.
What do you look like, Ant?
Shut up.
All right, go ahead.
So I was all excited for my little date. And I saddled up my horse and the other horse and kind of... Shut up.
Dreamweaver, I'll meet you down at the stable at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the Wrangler, over and out. Dreamweaver.
So I'm all psyched. You're an ass, man. And so,
all right, so
I saddle up my horse, and I spend time, brushing the horses, making sure they look all good and everything. And then I saddle up the other horse, and I take the reins and put it around the saddle horn, and I'm kind of trailering the other horse, down to meet her by the riverbed where we were going to ride. Well, she comes walking up. And I see kind of in the distance, I'm like, okay, that must be her.
All right, now, wait. Now, you did say that you had the 10 and everything, and you were hoping to score in the woods, right?
Yeah. I had packed like a whole thing. Saddlebags are all packed up with a couple of beers. And I had bedrolls and a tent just in case things went well, because we had a bunch of hills to ride up in and stuff. We're going to camp out with my Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver, tell your mom you're going to be spending the night, Dreamweaver. Tell her you're at a friend's house, because we're going to camp out. This is the Wrangler, over and out. I'm 10-10-10-8 on the side, Dreamweaver.
Looking forward to my little date.
Yeah.
Well, she comes up. Even before I was gravely disappointed, the horse that had a carrier looked pissed. I wasn't sure if I should take the saddle off of the horse, put it on her, and let the horse ride her. Dreamweaver. She was huge. All right. Yes, I was gravely disappointed.
So Dreamweaver was
like, are you a Wrangler? Yes. Please don't be Dreamweaver. I'm Dreamweaver. All right, let's go for a ride. So we went like up and down the riverbed for about an hour. I was like, oh, look at the time. Here I had like bedrolls on the back of this thing. It was like I was Pa Ingalls going up to Walnut Grove. I was going to go over the river for a week to go get supplies for the family. I mean, I had this thing packed out like a pack mule.
You were ready to
I was
rock.
like a prospector. I had crap hanging off the horses. Oh, look at the time.
You were ready to rock.
I was ready to rock.
With Dreamweaver.
I had firearms. I was going to hunt her food. Then I realized looking at it, I'd need to bag a moose. So, we used to hunt. Hunt little rabbits and stuff. Feeding her would be forget about it. Gee, okay. No, there's not many bison left on the plain. I could live off your thigh for a couple of weeks.
I can't breathe.
Oh, it was horrid. I was so disappointed because she's talking that she, oh, yeah. I look like Tatum O'Neal. Yeah, sure you do. Great. So I let her, off, and she rode off into the distance.
You didn't do the drive-by?
How are you going to do a drive-by on horseback?
Well,
what? I'm the only guy with 2 horses, one empty. Are you a Wrangler? No.
You should have.
No, just looking for another girl.
You should have tried to meet her in town or something. Did the drive-by.
The whole
to see what
thing
she
was
looked like.
riding up like Clint friggin' Eastwood, dude.
I understand.
I had
that.
the whole look. You got to remember something. I'm a kid. I'm like maybe 13 years old, and this was mid-70s. I had cowboy attire on. Believe me, this was in San Juan Capistrano, California, a very equestrian town. You used to ride. This was what we did, And I'm like, I had firearms on me. I swear to God, I had a pistol, just in case I had to fight for her honor, for any bandoleros. Meanwhile, they'd have been, you keep her. We don't want her. Maybe she could pull the wagon.
Oh, man.
But this was like, I was so pumped up for this, and so was she. Pumped up. But, it was very disappointing. But to bring it all back to the beginning of this story, she was a girl.
All right. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. My eyes are tearing.
This song brings back memories every time I hear it. I gotta tell you, to this day, when I hear Dreamweaver, I think of the whole day, how happy I was and psyched and how disappointed I was riding back to the ranch that day.
Oh, that's funny. All right, very good story, Ann.
Thank you. Well,